Hi. A very good morning and good evening to you all. Today's episode is something very reality, very real, and very, what do you say, um, critical as well as very informative. Plus, is a very decisive matters. Okay. So once again, this is Yumnam Ira Banta Singh and Ira William Rothschilds bringing you the facts and figures, the real face of Ira Finance and Birla Emporium, which has been attacked by the terrorists in the form of loot, theft, fraud, extortion, robbery, illegal possession, overpowers, and in non-repayments of billions of loans, fees, etc. Okay. So in this episode, the world will be shocking. Every viewers will be shocking what is going on and what are the laws and what are the legalities which is giving so many harassments and the non-progress with the wastings of times and wastings of wealth every day and every hours. Okay, so this is a long personal investigation report which is coming out since 2018, why this company, despite of having around 400 unknown job seeker team who are coming in as a educated, qualified and experienced human resource, and doing all kind of terrorist attack in the mentioned forms above. So the reason is that why the 400 unknown acts unqualified terrorist turnout zero declare terrorist declare team is not bringing out the sole heart of the registered private limited company, which is uh, started from one tables and one chairs with all kind of self-made, self-earned, self-developed projects and self-developed policies of my own companies, but due to their unqualified, uneducated, unprofessionals, behavioralism, and their uneducated systems of workings, haphazard and insult my national register company, which the owners and the directors himself keep expressing, keep forecasting the standard and the powers of the companies in front of the world. Okay, so far it is a very funny things and it is a very critical things, which is an example of third terrorist attack, not in the form of violence but with violence also in the course of more than 8 years. Okay, so why these high salaried drawer, illegally salary drawer with the fact reports has not produced the audit report of the company, not giving the professional and the standard report of the company. When you will see the all types of report they have submitted, then they will be liable under the law for the punishment under the sections of the third terrorist attack. Okay, so in today's episode, the reason of non-productions of the annual audit report and submitting substandard, unprofessional terrorist attack report in the forms of loot, theft, fraud, extortion, robbery, illegal possession, overpower, and the non-repayments of billions of loans and fees, etc., without proper supporting documents, evidences like in the financial matters like money received, utility bills, and reliable financial documents for the particular amount they have named for the transaction, and that particular amount uh, maximums of the amount which are which they have reported substandard and unprofessional manners are evidence-less. Therefore, a huge amount of multi crores, not crores, okay, multi crore billion, not billions, billion, multi crore, billions of cash money has been diverted, has been looted, and has been theft, fraud, extortion, and having a great suspect of involvement of the unlawful organization terrorists from side to side in their backing, and they are just paving the way of their unlawful terrorist organization or mafia or gangs income generating centers inside my company. Okay, this is the broadcastings worldwide, being a national license and international license of the Birla Emporium and Era Finance. So conspiracy behind the terrorist attack in the various form which I already explained to you in the previous line. Every terrorist attack is not violent. Some terrorist attack which is now happening in my self-made trillion business empire is a terrorist attack in cold-blooded manner, coming in the face of a staff, coming in the face of a fact of a investors, coming in the name of a loanee, but all with time and investigations with the proper documents coming out to be terrorists. Unqualified staff, fact fraud investors, fact fraud loanee, and fact fraud investor unions, as well as the members, okay, who are continuously doing all kind of terrorist attack in the various form which I mentioned above. Okay, so from the beginning of my company, due to the non-productions of the annual audit report, they are just making my company as a fact, fraud, scam, Ponzi, and suspect of terrorist funding and terrorist funding project, and suspect of culturing the terrorist peoples or terrorist families in my company. So this is a big conspiracies of the culprit 400 terrorist declared team, who are not bringing out the real audit report with the relevant documents. They are showing to the world, to the ministry, to the license issuing authorities, to the income tax, and to the what do you say, concerned government and other authorities without any annual audit report, and all nil corporate compliances. Due to the non-production of this annual audit report, nothing could not be continue, like ITR filings and so many other corporate filings like GST, etc., etc., in the concerned authorities and respective department, which makes the department think to be my company as a scam, Ponzi, fraud, terrorist fundings, or something wrong, something negativity, something all kind of dirty pollutions are created in the minds of the government, in the minds of the people, and in the minds of the market. Okay, this is how they are killing my companies. Okay, so they are polluting my companies as a terrorist funding company, Ponzi scam, fraud in front of the ministry, in front of the government, in front of the public, and in front of the market. Okay, adding with the huge manipulations, with the huge addition of packed fraud investors who are dirty people, unknown, not related to my company, who are from the overground background, who are from the surrender background, or who are from the underground background, but they are attaching with my company with this passport, with this passbook, and some few material. But when I do my own personal investigation as a owner come director, they are all coming out as a fact fraud. Okay, with proper evidences. Okay, so They are making so many dirty, poverty, unknown families with the conspiracies of making my organization a terrorist project or a government project, or just attempt and attempted so many times, too many times. When the real audit report is not bringing out, they are inviting all the unlawful terrorist organization to take advantage and capture my companies, and they spread in the community like they funded my companies and my company is related to them, or similar case to the government, and they are overpowering and trying to rule and snatch the ownership of the company, which is started from one table one chair, which is the only earning person is the owner come directors and its policy, and no one of the 400 earns single income of my company. That is the 1000% evidence of the terrorists sending to my company. And what is the reasons of staying long in my company without proper earning of single income, proper single work report, proper single field visit report? I don't know what they are doing inside my company, just making a lot of pollution inside my company, which I am scanning and screening every day in front of the world, and trying to hit them with the legalities, okay, nationwide and internationwide. So in fact, they are creating a pollution in the mind, a pollution in the well, a pollution in the company, a pollution in the report. So in that way, they are killing my company since 2018, from the beginning till now. So I am just what do you say, cleaning up all the pollution one by one through video episode with the proper evidence. And now from next month we'll be starting hitting with the legality with respect to Supreme Court and International Court of Justice, okay. So, my dear Enforcement Directorate and the CID crime branch, I am surprising on the way of investigation, on the system of investigation. You are wasting my times and my wealth every day, more than 5 years ago. Okay. So I am giving you in this episode a tips of investigating technique which you can got everything with your naked eye with the proper evidence, okay. So so the investigating tips is that for every transactions I do, as a directors, as a owner do, for every transactions, without any, do you know telephone, do you know mobile phone, do you know email, do you know WhatsApp? So you are not considering all these factors in your investigation, and your investigation is completely flop, and your investigation process system is completely undirectional, and this is very primitive form of investigation which only taken into consideration from the dirty terrorist declared team from mouth to mouth words. Whatever they reported from mouth to mouth word should be verified with the telephone, with the email ID, with the official WhatsApp group, with the personal WhatsApp group. Everything has to be cross checked. Whatever I say verbally has to be verified, has to be a backbone, has to be matched with this technological medium, and only then you can get the exact report, the right happenings and the right outcomes, okay. So all these things I hope you are missing. That's why you always time giving wrong report, starting from Manipur to the New Delhi, and again from New Delhi to my countries, and to the international authorities, which in return turning out as contradiction or wrong. Then you will be liable for hitting the legal actions of the consequences you are creating in my company, my families, and in my life, in terms of various fields, including life attacks. Okay. I, being the self made trillionaire, director come owner, No matters they are doing behind me, I will find out each and every paise of my wealth coming, going outside, every comma of the actions of terrorism they have doing inside my company. I will be extracting, and I will be what do you say, picking up one by one and will be exposing in front of the world. Okay, so don't worry, it takes time, but I will stress even one pieces of my money which is earned from my brand, which is earned from my policy, which is earned from my project. No one is developing any project in my company. No one is framing any policy in my company, but they never follow. They always misconduct, and they never know even the what you say, writings, etc., etc. They are totally uneducated fellow, making pollution in my company, and making dirties and substandard. Okay, so I am in a plant of complete re-verification run process for all defaulters, loanee, all investors, all ex unqualified terrorist declared team, all investor unions and the members, in the presence of the anti-terrorist squad team, as well as the lawyer members of the Supreme Court and the International Court of Justice, which no one can escape from my hand and from my company, who are guilty will be hitting under counter-terrorism operation. Okay, so there will be legal verifications and legal proceeding with this team, and soon they will be under punishment, under fine, under compensation, and the penalty under counter-terrorism operation. So this is the realities of the humanity. Just consider, just think, a person drawing only 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, even 60,000, even 1,10,000 person working in the department, when they see the huge amount of money, which is the sweat monies of the business owner Yumnam Ira Banta Singh and Ira William Rothschild in terms of trillion, they become mad. Okay, their poverty comes out. They are the small salary eaters, and when they saw my huge wealth, big amount of my business money, my money, they become mad. They become black from white. They become negativity, always thinking about the drugs, always thinking about the mafia earning, drugs earning, terrorism earning, and so-called illegal activities that they haven't seen in their life. And when they give birth 1,000 times also, they can't earn such kind of money. So they always think of negativity before acting and investigation. So this is the main reason why the REITs business empire case is hand over to the poverty team, which after seeing the wealth of the company, they become mad, and all the negativity comes out and creating problem in my company brand, in my company operation, in my families, and in my personal life. Okay, this is also another fact of the poverty into the rich man investigation. Okay, so in my self-earning business, which is different from all of the business, I don't know for other business, but I know about myself. There is no fund from the centralized bank. There is no fund of single paise from the government, from the unlawful terrorist organization, in terms of loan, in terms of relationship, in terms of borrow, etc., etc. My company is my policy. My policy is my project, and it is my own execution. That's why, my fellow ED and the CID crime branch, it is your liability to get hit by the law if you are not taking my report and my decision. So far you are not taking any single report of mine which is executed by my aunt, but you are taking wrong report. This is a warning, because you will be liable for every report when it is turns into wrong international level and international level. At that time, do not play any game with me. Okay, this is a warning. So where ran away the MSME? I am not begging any loan from the Ministry of Small Medium Enterprise. Where have you been now? The investigation is going on. MSME is giving a license to the Birla Emporium Private Limited, Code of the Business Conduct. MSME is giving a license of the IRA Finance, Code of the Conduct. But at least you should tell to the investigator that yes, this company is registered in our ministry and we have given the license. Why you are running away? I am not asking for any 1 paise loan from you. And all the investigators are making funnies of my company as illegal. So what is the meaning of MOU? The MOU copies of the legal rasta for the purchase of the NBFC company by the IRA Finance, and NBFC deposit taking under process, as well as banking license under process. Where gone all this legal rasta team of New Delhi, which are the conspirators of killing my company by the Indians peoples are killing my company? You will cross check every report from the headquarters of the ED and the CID crime branch and the happenings from my contact details through email, WhatsApp, and the mobile number 97741835112, 9233169854, 7005889337, and you will get every details of my business actions in the past, at the present, and in the futures also. So cross-check all the report from the headquarters of the EDs and the CID crime branch with my telecommunication mobile number for any transactions. Before any call or before any communication, there is no transaction taking place. After the call, communication, transaction taking place, with whom he is speaking, for what purpose he is sending money, when he is sending money, how much is he sending money, and where does the send money receipt has been sent. Everything will be getting, if your investigation is based on the technology base, but you are doing the primitive style, which is all 100% wrong. So inviting EDCD, inviting my countries with special reference to US, UK, Europe, Canada, UAE, United Nations, WIPO, and the ministry to counter check all the report submitted to the central government headquarters, EDCID crime branch, along with my communication medium channels, and cross verify everything that what is going on inside my company, and who is the terrorist, who are the staff, who are the investors, who are the loanee. Please check that. Okay. And second point is that, my dear EDs and the CID crime branch, please do not act like a godfather. I never fear of you. This is my business. This is earned by my money. You first try to find out how much Indian investment is in my company. It's only 5 rupees. I give you 65,000 crores of asset in the newspaper, liability 265 crore, 5 rupees. So India contribution in my company is 5 rupees, and you can't behave like a godfather. You can't behave like a owner of my trillion wealth, which is earned by myself. No one of the 400 earns single money for me. This is a proof evidence. And my business is a business project. As you know, there are more than 60 different projects which is not related to drugs, mafia, terrorism, or any kind of criminal, illegal, banned way of earning well by Indians to get rich. Okay. So in the meantime, the community terrorism also taking place, human right violation also taking place, communalism also taking place, ownership right has been sneezed, everything, and they together misrepresent, pretending to be my company, my business empire, which I made as a group of team or mafias and reporting by the governmental channels in the sense of mafia company or mafia team, which is totally wrong. So the world is looking at me, the nation is looking at me about Ponzi, 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 Ponzi. My asset is 65,000 crore plus liability to only 65 crore. Give me the interpretation of this line as a Ponzi. So you are forgetting what is going on in this world. The most evil parasite is not Ponzi, but is a corruption. So is a Ponzi corruption through which they are coming into the government department, violating the constitutions and violating the non-constitutional subject of corruption, selling all the properties and coming in, buying all the rights of the citizen, not getting the right of everyone for everyone's job employabilities in the department, but only few who are in the Ponzi corruptions are entering into the government departments, and their decision makes them suffer. Please investigate from my company, from global community, about this case, taking all the report from the headquarters of ED and CID crime branch, and please cross comparison with my communicating lines, mediums, and please give me justice as soon as possible. After this, I will be going back home to London with its headquarters at London and going globals. Okay, so the most thing is that is corruption is legal or illegal? You are teaching me about legal and illegal. Is corruption where you are sitting is coming in the right system, coming in the front door or from the back door, is also another questionable. So please investigate with special reference to my companies and the United Nations to look after this case as soon as possible, because this is a trillion case, not a poverty, not a civilian case. With this few lines, I would like to wind up with the special attention, inviting all authorities watching this justice-seeking video from Yumnam Irabanta Singh, who is a victim, trillionaire, international business tycoon, international military elite, international human rights leaders, and international celebrity, who is a victim of more than 8 years in India, seeking ASAP justice. And let me go home. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.